So I've talked about DC trains, I've talked about DCC trains, we talked about dcc-ex. Well, let's get to the other side. So that's the we'll call that the server side, what's running. Well, from a client point of view, what do you want to use? For me, for DCC-ex, I'm going to go with an Android tablet, which I have on my screen here. The nice thing with this, you can also use cell phones. I'm using Engine Driver. I think there's an app called Web Throttle, and I think that's for Apple. I don't know if Engine Driver is on Apple, but I don't use Apple. The other thing is JMRI will also do throttles, and I'll do a video of that later. But for now, this is focused on Engine Driver. And the main focus point of Engine Driver will be on the different types of throttles. So once we go in, here's the default. This is how mine is selected, I believe. Let me change. Let's, we'll grab train. Let me go back into preferences. This is where we're going to spend our time. So I will tell you, throttle name. First thing you want to do is, I'm not going over the whole app, but throttle name. This is an Android tablet, so Train Droid. Why not, right? Set orientation, theme. I like a dark theme, which you see it's already dark, but if you choose dark, it goes black and white, and that doesn't work for me. You can set the number of throttles. I believe this is normally set to 1. Let's take a look. This is what I'm used to seeing, and what I've done is all my trains run 3. So I would just go 3, put a train on and drive it. Control light, forwards, reverse, stop, forward. Well, now I have 3 trains. So if I got 3 loops, 4 loops, 5, I got 3 loops and I want to drive some other trains elsewhere, this is not going to work for me. I mean, it can. I start up a train and I move the throttle up, and then nope, I can't switch. I was going to say maybe we can switch to another train. So it locks you from switching out. So let's go take a look at the various throttles. Now, if we go to throttle screen layout, look at the various layouts, we see a good amount. If I'm not mistaken, I'm actually on the wrong one. I believe this is the default. Let's go take a look at it. It looks like the other one I just had, except the difference is you don't have reverse. The reverse, and you got positive this way. I'm trying to use my mouse. I can use my finger on my tablet. Oop. There we go. So we can move it up there. Now, I need to figure out a way, because this Android tablet is going to be something I want to grab, and all I want to do is drive trains with it. But I want to have it handy. I want to have maybe 4, 5, 6 throttles. So let's go take a look at what we have. We're going to start at the top, though. Let's take a look at all of them. So throttle screen layout, horizontal switching, horizontal. We were on horizontal already, but we're going to go ahead and do 3. Let's see, what does it look like? And here we go. We have our 5756. We come down here. We hit 5657, and let's hit 5757. So we have 3 of them, and here we go. Well, I don't need many functions. I just need a light. I don't have bells and horns, so this would work for me. Forward, take this train up. This guy, I'm going to reverse, very slow. This guy, he's Lightning McQueen. All right, this will work. This is 3 throttles. It could be good for 3 loops. This isn't going to be my only controller. I'm going to have other devices, but this will control a specific set of my track. So I like this. This works. A little busy because I don't need all this. All right, let's stop and take a look at the next one. So as I said, that was horizontal, which looks like horizontal switching. Difference with switching is you don't have to select pause, forward or backwards. It just does it for you. All right, so vertical. Think about it. Vertical is what? Up and down. 2 throttles. Well, we had 3. And look, changing to 2. All right, that works. All right, let's take a look. I like this. Forward, reverse. It remembered what we had it selected to before. No light, light. I really still don't need all these buttons, but they're there. So, yeah, functionality-wise, it looks good. Now I'm using my finger. It works well. Very slow increments as well, which works. I like that. Take a look at the next one. Big buttons left. So to me, just by reading it, there's going to be some big buttons on the screen. It's only one throttle, and the big buttons are going to be on the left. Oh, yeah, they're big. It looks like plus, plus, minus, minus, and stop. Oh, look. There's no slide bar. So if we want to go forward, tap it. 4, 8, 12, 16. Just keep tapping it, and then you got to come down. And you can hit stop if you get this train derails or some cars. You need to stop quick. You don't have to keep clicking minus, minus, minus. Not bad. Preferences. Throttle screen layout. Big buttons right. Well, obviously you know what that's going to be. Now this might work. This might work for like a slow area of the track. And now the big buttons are on the right. Preferences. Vertical left 1. Okay. All right. We have all of our function buttons. And we have this right here. This isn't bad. Once again, this only controls one train. Not what I'm interested in. That may work for you. What do we have next? Vertical right. It's going to be the same exact thing, except we're going to have the slider up the right side. Yep, it just flipped it. So, because I'm right-handed, this one might work for me. I have a phone in my hand. I can use my right thumb to slide up here. Because these buttons, you can use your index finger and tap it, and then slide her on up. All right, not bad. Preferences, layout. So if I look real quick, it tells you how many throttles it'll do. I'm looking down here, looks a little better to me. Simple 1 through 6, tablet recommended. That might be where we land. Tablet switching and tablet vertical. When we had this horizontal at the top, I think it had a forward and reverse button, and the horizontal switching had the, you just take the slider to do reverse, you go backwards. So I'm thinking that's what this might be, but we'll check it out. Well, vertical switching, let's check that out. So if the word has switching, it's what I thought. You could just switch with the throttle, up or down. There is no forward or reverse selection. They each have their own light. They have their own buttons here. We kind of cut off using my finger on the tablet. You can scroll if you needed to reach other ones. All right, this isn't bad for 2, because I am going to have other devices controlling other trains. So this could be a good one, where a cell phone probably be a good use for me. Another switching. Now it says 1 left. That's what I thought. It'd just be 1 on the left and all our buttons. I'm not saying it is perfect for left-handers, but if you like using your left thumb, maybe that'll work. You can slide it. And then for right thumb people will be this one. And yep, it just bounced. All right, so I just have to remember that now. The word switching means no button for forward or reverse. We're going to jump horizontal switching because we already saw it earlier. I want to see this one. I want to go 6 throttles. All right. Whoa, okay. We have forward and reverse buttons. We do not have our light or not. Now, what I have noticed with my setup that I have is when I select lights, they stay that way. Even if I disable track power, when I power the locomotive up next time, if light was supposed to be on, it'll come on. And what's nice about that is I have the Concord, Pennsylvania diesels, and I have 3 powered and 1 dummy. And I'm going to do a powered in the front, and then a dummy unit with no power, and then a mess of passenger cars, and then another powered unit at the other end, and it's going to be facing obviously the opposite way, and the light will be on. Now, if I can find more passenger cars, I'll put them behind that and then put another engine at the end, because I have 3, and then the light in the middle, the train in the middle, I'll turn the light off. But at that point, that's a consist. You don't need 3 switches. It'll all be controlled from 1. I still have to do speed matching next, so I got to figure that what's going to be the best part for that next. All right, so looking at this, I like what I see. Definitely works for me. For my tablet, I like this. And my finger, I have a wide thumb, and it's thumb width for me. I give inch and a quarter, I guess, on this tablet. So stop. I like this. Now the other ones, let's see, what are they? Because that is what's going to make me... All right, so switching. That might be nice, because then I'll get rid of those buttons at the top, forward, reverse. And the throttles should all start in the middle. And I gain my buttons back. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Like I said, I really don't need the buttons, but if I get some trains with horns and stuff, it would be nice. Actually, I have a big boy. It's at Kato. It's getting repaired. It's got low sound, DCC. So that will be one. Now, that may get its own controller itself, but if not, at least I can hit horn and stuff. All right, this one I like. Tablet, vertical, left. So it's going to be on the left. It's going to be up and down. Okay. All right. So, I don't know if I care for forward and reverse buttons. That's a decision that you got to see if you like or not. All right. And we have semi-realist. What is that? It only does 1 throttle. This would be cool for the big boy, I guess. All right. So let's figure out what is this, right? If I go up. All right. Oh, the speed's going up fairly fast. Neutral. Oh, it's slowing down. And if I hit forward, it goes, so you could set a speed. You're hitting into a corner and you want to slow down. You start to slow down. Maybe it's going. Can we brake? What is this? Is that braking faster now? I'm not sure. 8, 10, 12, 14, let's go. 70% brake. Oh, wait a minute. 70% brake. Forward. Oh, so even though our throttle's here, will it pick up speed? No. Neutral. Forward. That's interesting. I don't know how the brake works. Air brake, so you could turn them off, turn them on. Let's go here. Oh, okay. Trying to use mouse isn't working too well. Oh, even fingers having some issues here. Oh, maybe because it's going slower than what it should. Okay. neutral, forward. Yeah, definitely playing with this is going to take some time. Turn air brakes off, on. Definitely going to take some time. Now let's see this load. Load, think about it. So load would be weight. So we got 424%. We go neutral. Oh, that number's changing very slow. I guess because the train's a lot heavier. What if we set the brake to 55%? Oh, it's taking even longer. 38. Yeah, definitely was taking longer. So you can apply brake while neutral. Go back forward. Goes back up slowly. And I couldn't imagine 1,000% load. Alright, it's going up faster. Let's get the speed. Let's go back up here. Now we're at 50%. What happens if we apply 10%? Whoa, 70% brake. That just shot up. I don't know. So this would be fun to play around with, I guess, if that's what you wanted. So, all right, not bad. Okay, we ran through them all. I think for my use, I am leaning towards possibly switching left. 6 throttles. Yeah, I think I like this. I want to go forward, reverse. I don't have to hit a button for it. I think I like what I see here. All right. Well, drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Which throttle layout you like the best. Do you like vertical? Do you like big buttons? Do you like horizontal? Do you like the switching where you don't have to click a forward or a reverse button? Or do you like clicking forward or reverse? Let me know. All right. Thank you very much and have a good day, and thanks for watching.